So I have one question to ask you, and this is a very important question. Probably one of the most important questions to ever ask anybody is, how do you pray? Like, how do you pray? And what do you define as prayer? Do you think that thinking itself is prayer? Like those random thoughts are prayer? Or is it a different type of thinking that makes prayer prayer? Or is all thinking a form of prayer? What and who distinguishes the difference between those two things of random thoughts and then prayer? And how do we pray? And what is prayer? And then why would we even pray? Prayer typically usually means, I don't like what's happening and I want to fix it. I don't like how things are going and I want to change things. I don't like how I am right now and I want to be someone else. I want to be different. I don't like how they are right now and I want them to be different. And this doesn't have to be an ego selfish thing. It could be like your grandma is sick or your mother is sick. I don't like that they're sick and I want them to be healthy. It doesn't have to be anything ego driven. It can just be like, I do not like this experience and I wish for it to be better. And that's pretty much my definition of prayer, is that noticing things are not great and I want them to be different. And to the beginning person on the journey of manifestation and prayer and then God, typically you would be asking God or asking angels or your spirit guides for help. That is usually the first stage of prayer. It's either asking somebody else to help you with something because you just don't know what to do. And that's a great start. Honestly, that's a great start. It's a great start because first of all, you're asking for help and you don't know how to do things and you realize you can't do things on your own. That's a great start. Noticing the body can't just make things happen all on its own. But prayer, according to the Bible, and I think the Bible is a fantastic book. It's totally misunderstood and just butchered, completely butchered. I'm not going to get into that right now, but according to the Bible, whatever you want, you pray that you already have it and it's yours. I paraphrase that a little bit, but that is one of the texts in the Bible. It's pretty much telling you to already be grateful for whatever it is that you wish to have. So there's no wanting. And the Bible has a lot of different texts in regards to, the New Age manifestation and how to, get things done without effort. Just letting God do the work. Like, let go and let God, completely, it's out of your control and how things happen. Let God do it. And that's another great start because you've never had control on how things get done. You've never had any control on how anything gets done on a conscious level. You are automatically being moved through this world through a power not even something that you're aware of. And everything that I'm saying too, by the way, is just a suggestion. It's not truth. You don't have to believe anything I'm saying. This is just words coming out of my mouth and words painting a picture to allow you to see that you don't have to have any more effort to get things done. Things can happen harmoniously in your life without any effort at all. If you just learn how to pray correctly, learn how to live in the state of gratitude properly without asking for help. Because in the ability to maintain that state of gratitude, you are already asking for help and then already being grateful for the help without needing any evidence of anything happening yet. So you don't live in this energy of needing things to happen because you're unsatisfied now. Because for you to understand, you are only in this eternal now. There will never be another now other than where you are right now. So when you live in this place of gratitude, of seeing something already done without asking for help, without asking God or an angel or a spirit guide. You see what you want to see as done already, and that automatically gives you a feeling of gratitude. I mean, really think about what I just said right now. If you saw the thing that you wanted to see done already in your mind's eye, in your in the imagination that you have, if you truly believed that vision that you can see in your mind's eye, no doubt, there's absolutely no doubt you're going to feel grateful. But if you doubt that image, there will be resistance on, how do I do this myself? Or what if this happens? Or what if that doesn't happen? Or that there's so much dialogue connected to that ability to not remain grateful already. And you hear all these phrases about high vibration and frequency and things like that. And then that word frequency just comes from the word frequent. What am I frequently being right now? What am I frequently thinking right now? When there's less thought, there's higher frequency. When there's more thought, you are being weighed down and grounded and stuck, like in sludge, trying to move like through this world like you're in molasses or something. You can't move when you're just being weighed down by so many thoughts, trying to figure out how to make things happen, and then going through all these scenarios. That's so unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary to go through so much thought activity when your only job is to see it done already. That is my definition of prayer, is seeing that I'm in a state of being that's uneasy because something is not right, and I switch myself over to this feeling that I want, that it's already finished, it's already done, it's complete. And that's gratitude automatically. Like if you saw me in person randomly, it's just like, let's make this a random situation because I love surprises. If I'm out and about and I saw somebody that I knew, okay, let's make it even more spectacular. Let's say it's my birthday. Okay, let's say it's my birthday and I'm walking around the beach and I saw an old friend I haven't seen in 15 years, and he happened to have a gift for me because it was my birthday, just in case he saw me that day. He happened to have the best gift I could ever even think of. I don't even know what it is right now, but let's just imagine the best gift. I haven't seen this guy in 20 years. He shows up on my walk holding the gift that I have always wanted. And he's like, I found you. I knew you would be here. And it was a big surprise. And then when he gave me that gift, do I have to like make a gratitude list? Do I have to logically say I am grateful for this gift? No, it's a feeling. It's a whole, everything stops, time stops, everything slows down, and there's just joy from that inherent feeling of gratitude. That's something you can't make up. That is a feeling you can't just fake at all. And that's the feeling you give yourself in your prayer. Like let's say if your grandma or your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister is sick, you let go of your physical world just for a little bit. And you go into that vision of them being miraculously, like a miracle, a true miracle. And then there's like that sense of gratitude, like, oh, it's done. They're fine. Everything's cool. And you stay there. You don't go anywhere else. You stay there. You stay in that feeling of it's finished. And what does that do to your now, present now? Because I can promise you, you're never going to go into the future. You will never step into this place called future. You've only been here. It's only this. There's nothing else. And prayer doesn't require words at all. There's no words that can really describe love and gratitude, that combination of the most precious, authentic love and gratitude of that wish granted or that prayer answered. It's experience that you give yourself. And that's it. And then after that, if you feel it in your body first, without needing any evidence of that wish happening or needing to happen, your body feels it first. And then after that, you know it's done. Go on with your day. Live in gratitude. Live with nothing needing to happen. Live like everything is done. And that's where the joy comes through, when there's less thinking and just more being. And that's the secret sauce. I can't even explain it any more simpler than that. Prayer is the easiest, most effective way to make changes in your experience, because it's giving you a heads up. It's like, hey, you're not feeling good right now. What do you want to feel instead? What would you rather feel? Not what anybody's telling you to feel. What would you rather feel instead? And is it possible to give that feeling to yourself right now? And this requires practice, okay? You are programmed to see things with your eyes as evidence. You are not programmed to have imaginal stories in your head and believe them to be true, okay? This is gonna be a muscle that needs to be worked. And then at the end of the day, you are walking around like nothing needs to happen. There's like this peace, this emptiness that carries with you, and that carries with you through every experience, through everybody around you. Like nobody senses that urge, that anxiety of you not being there. You know, you can always tell when someone's not present because their mind's somewhere else, because they feel like they need to be somewhere else, or they need to go somewhere else. I have to get this done. I'm so worried about this. When you live in this place of gratitude, that doesn't even happen. You can tell in someone's eyes, they can fully just be there with you and just listen to you speak without anything, without needing to be somewhere else, without needing to doze off and daydream and think about other things. They can just fully be with every conversation that they have, completely fully there. And it's incredible when you stay in this feeling. It's incredible when you learn about prayer, when you learn how to stay in this space of just gratitude. And then pretty soon you're not going to even need to create scenarios in your head anymore to make you feel this feeling. It will be an automatic go-to, if you want to say go-to. It's like your default mode, because you already know you've done so much of this. There's so much evidence that you got from doing this activity of remaining in the state of gratitude, of remaining in the state of nothing needing to happen. That's the basics of it. Nothing needs to happen. Everything's fine. And that whole vibration, that whole frequency is so light. There's very little thought involved in that. And you just feel exactly how you want to feel. This peaceful emptiness, which is actually your true nature. Your very nature is this nothingness, this emptiness. And we are guided back to this nature over and over again through different experiences that happen in our life. And it's all calling us back home. Come back home, come back home, come back home. Come back to nothing, not needing nothing. You have everything. There's nothing. You don't need to find anything. There's nowhere to go. You've only been here. It's only been this. It's going to be shouting to you in all different invitations throughout your life. Whether you have different goals in your life, whether you have different challenges in your life, it's all an invitation to come back home to this nothing place. This feeling of nothing needing to happen and everything is fine. And I'm okay. I'm completely okay.